Welcome to the D&D podcast you didn't ask for. One more roll. My name is Zach, the Dungeon Master, and I'm here with the Daughters of the Night Sky, one of the many teams I'll be competing in the Gauntlet of Champions. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'll go first. Oh.
You go.
Okay. Hi, I'm Rachel, or the Moonwilds. I'm playing Estelle.
Hi, I am Liz. I'm playing Morella.
Hi, I'm Belle. I'm playing Arden.
None of you guys said fun facts.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I can say a fun fact if you want.
Yeah, everyone say one fun fact. Something that they want the audience to know about yourself real quick.
Okay, I guess my fun fact is I've only been playing D&D as of recording for 11 months.
Ooh, you're a rookie. Congratulations.
Yeah.
You kind of stole mine.
You stole mine as well. Thanks, Belle.
Sorry.
How long have you two been playing? How long have you two been playing?
As of recording, this is going to be my second D&D game.
Wow.
And I'm very, very excited.
Oh man, there's a lot of pressure as the DM now. Okay. What about you? 11 months and second D&D game. What do we got for you?
I've been playing since I was 7.
Holy shit! a bit different from these two. It's like, yeah, we're kind of new. You've been playing since you're 7. If you don't mind me asking, I don't know if you're comfortable saying your age on the podcast. How old are you?
I'm 21.
Fuck. Holy fuck. Hang on a second. I'm gonna do some math.
On the team.
I'm gonna do some math. That's fucking 14 years of D&D experience, dude.
It was on and off. I'll be honest. It was on and off. My first campaign, all I remember was I was an elf named Elfia. My dad DM'd it for me and my cousins, and all that I remember about it was that I had a pet snake because I was a ranger, and there was a call to action like on a poster that was stapled on a horse's butt, and I found that very funny.
Well, that's very humorous.
That is incredible. Honestly, I think you might have the second most experience on this server.
Damn, who am I gonna have to kill?
Okay, well, the person with most has 20 years of experience because
Damn.
they're a bit older. Obviously we have. I think we range.
Do I win in ratio?
In
of
ratio?
Most of my life.
Let me do some math real quick.
Winners here. In any way we can weasel it into.
Yes, you win ratio by a few percent.
Hell yeah.
So technically, you've been playing in terms of like your lifespan. You've been playing the most out of your life here, which is fucking
yeah.
incredible. Congratulations on that achievement, on that feat.
We can go home, guys.
But yeah. Hopefully, since some of you guys are brand new, I can be a good enough DM where you guys enjoy this experience fully. But let's actually talk about your characters now, just a bit more in detail. We know their names, but let's find out more about them. So who wants to start? Who thinks they want to talk about their character and their like backstory, personality a bit? I know two of you are kind of linked together very closely.
Yeah, Rachel, you go first.
Oh gosh. Okay. So I'm playing Estelle. Oh, we didn't talk about how we pronounce this last name.
I'm pronouncing it Aelana.
Aelana? I'll pronounce it that way too. So I'm Estelle Aelana. I am a high elf Twilight cleric. We've kind of re-flavored, not really changed it at all other than just the name to be a moon elf.
Which is fucking sick, by the way.
Yeah. And I am a Twilight cleric of Sienna Moonbow. And so I guess like our kind of concept as like a group, I guess I'll explain that because it's kind of hard to go into detail without that, is two like council women, for lack of a better word, taking care of the princess who is off adventuring to prove herself that she is worthy of the throne. So my character is the court's bridge to the church. Her mom is the head of the church, like the high priestess of the Church of Sienna. And if I'm pronouncing that wrong the entire time, everybody just ignore that.
Correct. It doesn't matter.
I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it. What is it? How do you spell Sienna?
It's like Seah There's a lot of vowels.
Oh, hang on.
It might be a sha, like if it's Irish.
Sehanin is Sehanin? Wait, it's the one that's Sehanine?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like Sehanin or something. Sehanin.
Let's see. Sehanin?
Sehanin is also fine, but like from what I'm reading, it's Sehanin.
Okay, we're gonna try that just so I don't get called out.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, I forgot where I was, but
Mother was the high priestess
Yes.
of the Church of Sehanin.
yeah. And so currently Estelle is next in line for that position, but as her current position, like the second highest in the church, is the bridge to the courts. And she basically grew up being a part of both high society of their island and their, like, I forgot every word that existed.
It's fine. No, it's all good.
Yeah. Somebody else go, and I'll just like keep throwing things in.
Let me ask a question real quick. This
Yeah.
is I remember you looking at a few islands. Is this the island that was picked where it's like government's based on like magical
Yes.
power? Okay, yeah. So for context, audience, there's an island that exists in the Forgotten Realms, and I forget the name of it. Do you guys have the name of it?
Oh, it's somewhere.
It's somewhere in our chat. I just don't know where, and I feel like it's important to mention. I'm looking
I
through the
think we
character
pinned
sheets to
it.
see if it's here. It might have been pinned. I'm sure it is.
Nimbrol.
Nimbrel? Yeah. So the government essentially works where it's, hey, the people who have high magical power are the ones who are kind of respected, and people who do not have magical abilities are kind of like the lower class. So being a cleric and being part of the church and like the noble family that essentially rules over everything. Yeah, a lot of high society stuff right there. In that case, let's talk about, how do you pronounce that? Is it Arden?
Yeah.
Arden, yeah. Let's discuss Arden.
Sure. So yeah, I'm playing Arden Aelana. She is a Scourge Aasimar Eldritch Knight, which is very fun. I was going to do Paladin, but I thought Aasimar Paladin was a little too basic, so we switched it
I
up
gotcha.
slightly. Arden is also on the council. That's how she met Estelle, but kind of made it that she is kind of the general of the traditional fighters of their military, while there is somebody else that kind of covers magic casters in the military. She is an orphan, does not know her parents, does not know how she's an Aasimar. She just knew that she was really strong, and she adopted another orphan. She is nameless at the moment, but she has a little sister that she adopted. And just said, okay, I need to make sure we're both alive, so we're gonna enter the military. I'm gonna enter the military to sustain us both. Since she had some magic, not a lot of it, but she was very good at fighting. So, kind of worked her way up through the military, kind of giving more of, I don't want to say leverage, but like more, acknowledgement for the martial style of fighting, whereas the rest of the island is really magic based. And eventually her sister joins the church, and that is technically the first time she met Estelle is through that, but eventually they actually meet and work together on the council.
And then they fall in love and get married.
I was gonna say they do a bit more than just meet and work together on the council.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, Arden and Estelle are married. They're very cute. I will say that since Estelle is a full elf and Arden is just an Aasimar, eventually it's not going to end well, no matter how we spin it. But it'll be fine for what time
We
we
don't
have.
talk about that.
We're not going to talk about that part. They're going to make the most of it. But yeah, Arden is very strong, protective, not very charismatic, kind of awkward in social situations, and does not have a lot of experience in high society. So she kind of relies a lot on Estelle and now Morella to get her out of situations that she puts herself in.
okay, yeah, that's a lot of fun. And obviously, we got to talk about the actual princess of the team.
Yes.
Woo!
kind of the whole reason your characters are joining the tournament.
Yep.
Is Morella, if I'm saying that correctly.
Yes,
Hopefully
you
I
are.
am. So tell us a bit about Morella.
So Marella Alabana, she is the sole princess. She doesn't really get any contact with her parents that's beyond like diplomatic relations. It's very they have their whole court, she's raised more by the court than her parents, which is one of the big driving forces for her to join the tournament, to run off and be able to be like, hey, look, I just kicked ass and now I'm good. You can see me, you can respect me as a member of the family and future leader. She is a half-elf with high elf ancestry. She's a divine soul sorceress. So she's got this already just drawn to the power. She's got this power. And with Estelle is how she learns to channel a lot of that. She's definitely closer with Estelle than Arden, but she knows Arden kind of is like, oh, that's my friend's wife,
Yeah, pretty much.
This is their first time really having to exist in the same space together, Morella and Arden, so it's definitely going to be a bit of a fight for Estelle's main attention with, lover versus, like, child that's stuck to the leg who's like, I can do it. Yeah, she also does know Arden, though, from just basic fight training, and, you gotta be able to protect yourself when you are a princess, even more so that her parents don't really know that much about her sneaking off to fight, but she's capable. She wants to be able to protect herself, even if she's not the best at it. She's very rough around the edges, but she's got a go-getter attitude, and she's ready,
Yeah, I got a quick question about Morella. How old is she?
So, that is a great question. I have looked at lots of things with the half-elf ages, because, again, this is one where me not knowing much about D&D, she's definitely on the younger side. I would say in human years, she's about, like, breaching 20. I don't know exactly how much that would be in half-elf years, but I can...
It'd be like in her 20s then, that's what it'd probably be estimated as. Because 18 human is like 20 half-elf.
Yeah, so she's definitely around there, and is a little bit emotionally immature just from being, spoiled her whole life, and, kind of having this... She's not humble in her...
Okay.
So she is a little bit of a brat there, so this is a humbling trip for her. It definitely will be, no matter the outcome of the tournament.
Now, I've got a question for Estelle. How old is Estelle? Because I see Arden is 30, right?
Yeah.
How old is this high elf?
She doesn't really keep count fully, but she is somewhere between 200 and 300 years old.
How long do they live for?
700 years.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm assuming ASMRs don't live that long, right?
No, they have like human lifespans. About
like 160.
It's like-
160.
Yeah, it's like slightly elongated. I think it's like 150, 160.
Yeah,
Just
so
for
it's
me.
around half elf age. Okay. I just wanted to, check.
really
real
drive
quick.
the point home.
Really drive it in a tiny bit. I should also ask, how tall is Estelle and Morella? Because I can see all of Arden's stuff, right? Arden's 6'2", fucking
Mhm.
massive, right? And it makes sense, being kind of like a fighter, being in the military. But what is like the just for the visual side of things, how tall are the other teammates?
I'd say Morella she's just breaching that 5 foot. She's tiny.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
Baby.
She
What
is
about Estelle?
small and just bouncing with the energy to fight and not have anywhere to go with it.
I love that.
Estelle
So
is like 5'6", 5'5", 5'6", around there.
okay, I was pretty accurate with how I was visualizing then. I just wanted to make sure I was.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously, one thing is descriptions. Gonna be a lot of descriptions in this whole tournament. Okay. So that's enough about like their backstories. We know about the characters and their kind of lore on how they got here. I think this is the team that's actually moving the furthest away from their home to enter the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And I did the math. It's like the equivalent to oh shit. I did the math because another team asked. If you were looking at the map of the U.S., right?
Mm-hmm.
It would be like from New York to like the west end of Colorado. That's how far it is.
Where's Colorado again?
It's like in the. Do you know where Utah is?
For the
Not really.
she's Canadian, that's why.
Okay, okay.
I'm not
okay.
American, y'all. I promise.
All right. That makes a bit more sense. Yeah, imagine you just say, "Yeah, I'm from Kansas. I don't know where Colorado is." Okay. It's like in the. If you look at, do you know where Texas is? You have to know where Texas is.
100.
If you go a bit up to the middle and a bit to the left, it's right around there.
Okay, thank
And
you.
you straight shot above and right to Florida.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so it's pretty far. That's like the actual measurements, like miles wise. Keep in mind you don't have planes, so traveling takes a lot longer than like a 4-hour flight. 6-hour
Yeah,
flight. My bad. It's just more like 6 hours.
Picnic of griffins, so theoretically we could just steal griffins.
Oh yeah, you know what? Theoretically, you guys would totally have like griffins or something like that. But I also think Morella would be the type of person to want to travel on land to get every adventure that she could possibly get.
She's doing this the right way. She's has her backpack on. She's looking at plants in the forest. She's ready.
She wanted a backpacking trip. That's what this was.
Yeah, 100%.
Like 5 feet ahead of them when Arden and Estelle are dragging ass in the back. She's like, "Come on, guys, let's go. We're doing it."
I like to
She's trying to
imagine
make the trip.
that you guys didn't know about the tournament until you got closer, so you were just traveling aimlessly, and Morella was just kind of dragging you guys along, and you just had to
Just
follow.
looking,
Oh,
looking for
100.
best.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
absolutely.
I love this team dynamic so much. It's gonna be great seeing it in roleplay. So let's talk about the actual kits of each individual character, and then we'll talk about how they synergize together at the very end. So, who wants to discuss their character first in terms of mechanics?
I'm happy to do that.
Okay, yeah, go right ahead. Obviously, the base stuff for the class you don't have to discuss, but anything that you might get from your race that might be important, any spells you think might be worth noting, magical items, feats, anything like that, feel free to talk about it.
Sweet. Okay, so let's see. Okay, let's start with feats. So I took the Sentinel feats, so that's going to be a lot of fun. For those that may not know, if I hit a creature on an opportunity attack, creature speed becomes 0 for the rest of the turn. Nobody can disengage from me and not get an opportunity attack with Sentinel feat. And if one of the enemies hits basically one of my girls and make a reaction to hit them with a melee weapon if they try to hit one of my girls. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited for that. The other key feature would be that since Arden's a Aasimar, kind of going about it of not really advertising that she's one. She has a very elvish appearance, so not necessarily walking around saying like, "Hey, I'm half celestial," whatever.
Oh, so it's gonna be one of the more subtle ones that kind of hidden
very
until you use your abilities.
Exactly, yeah. So with the Scourge Aasimar specifically, I can deal a shit ton of radiant damage when I activate that, so that's going to be a lot of fun. The Protector one and the Fallen one are also great, but I care more about dealing damage than flying, so...
That's fair.
That's
The
why I picked that
rings!
one. Oh yeah, and then our favorite thing that we did, there is one of my second level spells called Warding Bond. You need 2 people and 2 rings to do it, and when you activate it, it gives a buff to AC. So that is Arden and Estelle's wedding rings. So
Oh right, I forgot about that. That's so fucking adorable. I love
Hell
it.
yeah.
Oh goddamn much.
They're really cute.
it's real cute, gonna be real useful too. So the other thing with Arden is that she has a very sun motif, even though the rest of the island is very moon and not sun or fire. So she has things like Guiding Bolt, Thunderwave, Scorching Ray, which will be a lot of fun. Kind of a little bit of the odd person out when it comes to like aesthetics and power sets compared to the rest of them, but I think it'll be fun in the actual fight setting to have somebody that they don't expect fighting. So
Honestly, flavor-wise too, I really like the fact that the fighter, the one that's more physical based with a little bit of magic, is more of the sun kind of vibe, while the other ones who follow into the islands, hey, magic is power, are the kind of lean a bit towards the moon. That's really fucking cool. I don't know if that was intentionally done. I don't know if that like thematic thing was put there originally, but if you did put it there, great job. If you didn't, fantastic job.
Yes, it was on purpose.
yeah, totally on purpose, sure. Absolutely. And then I guess like the other thing would be my what's that called? Ruby of the War Mage. I have that one, and then a Warhammer with a +1. So that's gonna be real fun to swing around and hit people with. So
I don't know if I actually mentioned any of the other episodes what the Ruby War Mage does. Just in case I haven't, though, pretty much you can cast with your weapon with the Ruby the War Mage, and a good amount of people have it. I'm pretty sure for the tournament, but yeah, that means Arden is able to cast using the Warhammer at the same time, which is really, really fun. I can see that you have plate armor and a shield, right?
yes.
Because I'm assuming you're gonna one-hand the Warhammer, right?
Oh yeah, one-handing the Warhammer with the shield, AC of 20. No one's hitting me, essentially. Very excited for that.
You have fighting style interception,
Yes, I do have.
which originally I thought was kind of okay, but I've recently been playing a character that has interception. It's fucking awesome.
Great. And given that Morella is going to probably end up in situations that she shouldn't, at least I can just swoop in and take away some of the damage.
Yeah, as long as you're next to... It seems like, honestly, with Sentinel and with Interception, it seems like your build is very tanky, very stand next to your allies kind of thing.
Yeah, we're going to be doing that a lot, unless, it calls for her to run into battle, which she's very experienced with. She doesn't mind fighting up close or fighting at a distance, so it'll be, depending on who we fight against, her style may change a little bit.
So you would say out of front versus mid, she's more of a mid-liner so that she can support and attack. Okay. I'm picking up your throwing down.
Yeah.
I don't believe you have any healing options on your character, but I could be wrong.
I do have one with the being an Aasimar. I believe it. I was writing it down earlier, or maybe I didn't. But I believe it's called Divine Touch or something like that, and I can heal somebody 1d4 plus my proficiency. I think
it's for Scourge Aasimar, right?
Yeah.
It's healing hands in this one.
Healing hands. There we go. Yeah.
Which is you can heal them for 8 hit points once per long rest.
Yep.
Which doesn't seem like a lot, but if someone's down, that could be
difference.
huge.
Exactly. Yeah, and plus we also have my wife that heals because she's a cleric. So.
Hells yeah.
And I also can't help but noticing, I just realized this. Celestial resistance, huh? You resist necrotic and radiant damage?
Uh-huh.
And it's not clear that you're an Aasimar until you use Scourge Aasimar.
Yep. So
that's really fucking funny.
We're gonna have a lot of fun with that, I'm sure.
I like that a lot. That's really fucking sick. Is there anything else on your kit that you think might be worth mentioning?
Let me see.
Oh, War Magic, I should mention, for people who don't know Eldritch Knight, actually.
Oh, yeah.
And Weapon Bond. Yeah, so you just can't be disarmed. Ever.
Nope.
You can summon the weapon as a bonus action, which is fucking awesome. And most importantly, your War Magic, when you use an action to cast a cantrip, you can make a weapon attack as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Which I think, if I'm correct, with something like Green Flame Blade, right? That could be a really fucking nice combination.
Yeah.
Because then you still get 2 swings.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, so you have a really nice martial build.
Yeah, that's
very tanky.
Yeah, that's my experience. My only other campaign my long-term campaign, I'm playing a rogue, so I want to go full tank for this. So.
Okay, I get. And knowing you played a rogue, yeah, I understand completely why you're swapping it up now.
I will say I'm playing a rogue, and I am also the tank of my group because everyone else is a spellcaster. So I'm like, no, I need an actual tank.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
that's insane.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Man.
I love them. If they're hearing this, I love you guys. But you're so squishy.
Call them out.
All right, let's talk about the cleric, obviously, Estelle, your wonderful wife, and about her kit. So obviously, Twilight clerics are kind of in my opinion, and a lot of the other, from what I've noticed in the D&D community, Twilight clerics regarded as one of the best cleric subclasses ever. Just straight up, it's really fucking good. So yeah, tell us a bit about what you have going for you. Same thing, like subclass, race, feats, anything, spells that you know are going to be utilized from you.
Yeah.
Anything that might be of interest, just go right ahead.
So I'll be completely honest, as most of my character builds are, I based everything completely on aesthetics and not at all the actual form of what I'll be able to do with it.
That's fair, honestly.
I honestly lucked out with the fact that I wanted to do originally I wanted to do Tempest, but there's not really any good deities. Like, and I mean like good aligned deities
Yeah, Tempest is
for
pretty evil.
Tempest domain. So I kind of scrapped that and went into the Twilight because it worked pretty well with the fact that the island was originally a bunch of moon elves and like humans working together. So that kind of worked almost perfectly with like the theme of what we were going for characters. So one of the things that I found really, really good with this subclass is the Eyes of Night, which basically I have dark vision up to a range of 300 feet.
Holy shit. Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, no,
And-
Twilight's insane.
I can also magically share this dark vision with a willing creature that I can see within 10 feet of me.
Nice.
It's great
So-
flavoring, although you aren't fighting in a cave, so it probably won't come up.
No, but if somebody casts darkness
That's
and like
magical darkness,
has
though.
magical darkness,
Can you see through magical darkness?
I think it was. Did it say something about?
I don't think you can. I think you can magically
No,
share
my
the dark
mistake. I
vision,
misspoke.
but- Yeah, no, I think there's only I only know one method besides items where you can. It's a warlock thing. That can
There's
see through
also a
magical.
fighter. My current fighter for my other campaign can blind fighting,
Oh shit! Yeah, well, blind fighting. Yeah,
but yeah,
my bad.
my
Okay, two
mistake.
methods,
I
two methods.
misspoke. I still think it's pretty cool, and I
It's
wanted
still
to
really
mention
fucking
it.
cool. No, it's still really cool. Twilight's busted. That's just really sick. I also think it makes sense because
Mhm.
the image of Morella running into a cave, and I think that half elves get dark vision? I don't fucking know.
Yes.
Yeah, they do.
Damn, it'd been
It's-
really funny if Morella doesn't have dark vision, so you just have to give it every single time. But yeah. So you can just see through darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
I got like a bunch of the undead things, which I don't know if I'm gonna fully utilize to its full potential here.
Mhm.
But I do think that like the Twilight Sanctuary, which I can basically just like create a sphere of like protected domain that gets its own temporary hit points that can't be like spells can't be like cast through, and it like moves with me as I move around.
Wait, can
So-
spells not be cast through it?
Um,
I thought what it did was it gave you temporary hit points per turn, where all you gain extra HP.
am I just like completely making things up today? I guess I am. This is my lying era, I guess, guys. Sorry.
Dude, I freaked out for a second. I'm like, wait, have I been playing Twilight wrong this entire time? Oh my god, I got so scared for a second. Okay. Yeah,
I
go
don't
on.
know if I keep like misreading things or like what.
You maybe think of a different spell.
Yeah. My mistake, guys. Yeah, so it is the temporary hit points, and I can end an effect on that has caused it to be charmed or frightened.
Which could come in clutch. You don't know what kind of
Mhm.
conditions are gonna throw on you, you know? There's
I
so many
think
different
that's what I was
teams.
thinking of, was the effects, like getting rid of the
Yeah,
effect.
yes. Now, Steps of the Night probably won't come up unless you're thrown into magical darkness, you know, where you get a flying speed.
Mhm.
But Vigilant Blessing, the ability to give someone advantage on initiative. I'm wondering, how do you plan to use it? All of you have a +1 in initiative, by the way. I just want to make this very clear. So, who are we gonna give advantage to?
Mhm.
Like, if you had to pick, or is it going to change up every time?
I think it's gonna just kind of depend on what ideas we have going into it.
Okay.
Because I feel like realistically, it depends on whether we want to start off like physically strong or get Morella a couple of spell hits in earlier on.
Mhm.
So I don't actually know specifically right now as to like what we're gonna do.
Okay, so it'll really depend on, like, last minute, we gotta do this for this team, kind of thing?
Yeah. I'm probably leaning more towards casting it usually on Morella just to get a couple of spells in there.
Okay.
Cause we don't know how long she'll be standing for.
That
true.
is a fair point, honestly. That's fair.
Yep.
Especially because Morella has the worst AC and HP of the team.
Exactly.
That I do.
HP is a bit close. It's 50 versus 51, not a big deal. But the AC, and you're a sorcerer, right? So you can't wear armor if I'm correct, yeah?
Yeah, no, sorcerers can't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did we give you something for that?
I have a spell,
I
like
think we gave
protection
you...
armor.
Mage armor, I think.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if you took any feats, but it's really hard to navigate. You guys are right. The character sheets are really difficult
Yeah.
to navigate. 'Cause I'm trying to find if we gave you the feat for where would that be under?
If I remember correctly, I don't think so, because it was like more of a confusing thing, you know?
Got it. So yeah, either way, you have, if I can find your spell list, which is also somewhere deep in this really awkward scrolling thing, you have mage armor, you said?
I'm pretty sure she took mage armor.
I'm just gonna double check. What spell levels mage armor?
It's a great
I
question.
think it's first.
This can't even include, there's no way. This might be all.
I do have a ring of protection that gives me a little boost.
Okay, wait a minute. I have no idea what I'm looking at right now, right? Because I'm looking at the spell list that I found, right? And on the spell list, it goes all the way up to 9th level spells with Blade of Disaster, so there's no fucking way I'm reading the right thing right now. Man, this formatting sucks. I'm like, yeah, let me just pop. What does Blade of Disaster do? Blade of Disaster.
I tried to warn ya.
You're so right. Blade of Disaster is not even coming up as a spell for me right now. Is it even a real spell? I don't fucking know. I really don't know. Okay, well.
I have like 2 more things about my build that I just want to mention real quick.
Yeah, go right ahead.
I did take the lucky feat.
Holy shit. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that I'm very excited to use. So I got the luck points for re-rolling if I need to. And with High Elves, you get 1 spell from the Wizards
Oh shit, do you?
table.
That's pretty nice.
And
Okay.
I took Message. Like, I get like 1 cantrip. So I took Message. So we can communicate across the battlefield if needed.
That could be pretty cool. Now, I also want to bring up the fact that you mentioned you guys are going to use warding bonds on one another because you're married.
Mm-hmm.
Great fucking flavoring. I think you were my first players to ever have married characters, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So while you use this warding bond, Estelle will have a 21 AC, I'm pretty sure, because you have a shield, right? And plate armor.
I
you have
have
a
plate armor and a shield, so I'm currently at 20.
Yeah, so with this warding bond, you'll have a 21 AC, and you'll have resistance to all damage,
Fuck yeah.
which is insane. Obviously, Arden's gonna be taking a lot of that damage there, right? Essentially, she takes the other half of it, but it's still really good because Arden has 82 hit points
Yep.
compared to you.
Damn.
Big strong lady.
Beefy wife.
And obviously, there's going to be the stereotype. I don't even have to like mention any specifics here, but there's going to be people who sit there and say, "Oh, that's a cleric. They're the healer. They're the target," right? So this definitely helps you avoid that, as well as Lucky, honestly, because normally I would ask you if you were worried that Lucky would make you be targeted, but you're playing as a cleric, so you might already be targeted for what class you're playing as. Do you imagine that you're going to be, with your armor, do you think that you're going to be the type of build to be, like, right beside Arden? Or do you think you're going to be, like, 30 feet back? Or what do you think?
Honestly, that's the goal. That's how I usually end up playing clerics, is that I use them as, like, half tanks. Especially because I also have the Mace of Smiting.
So tell me about that Mace of Smiting real quick. What the fuck is it?
So that gives me an extra +1 to my attack, and then like extra, where was it? I get an extra bludgeoning damage if something is a construct.
Okay.
But honestly, it's at the end of the day, it is kind of just like a +1 mace
With a tiny bit of extra stuff. Don't forget it's also moon touched,
Yes,
where it
it
sheds
is.
moonlight. creating a bright light of 15 and dim light for additional 15. So that's pretty nice.
Mm.
But if there are constructs, then and I did take a quick peek at it. You get a +3 to attack a construct instead of a +1.
Yeah.
And then if you roll a nat 20, you do deal an additional, instead of just your normal
Yeah. An
what does a
extra
fucking mace
7.
normally have? What does a mace normally do?
It's an
Instead
extra
of an
7
additional
bludgeoning or an extra 14 if it's a.
Oh, you're looking at the average damage. Yeah, extra 7, I guess. It's technically, when you crit with your mace, you do 4d6 instead of 2d6.
Ah, gotcha.
Because it's normal 1d6, your crit is 1d6, and then the additional 2d6 is stacked on top of that. Or if it's a construct, instead of it being 4d6, it is 6d6. So yeah, you hit oh, and if a construct has 25 hit points or less after taking the damage, it's destroyed immediately.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a little fun stuff there, you know, a tiny bit
Mm-hmm.
of fun build. Kind of scary, honestly,
Mm-hmm.
especially if there's a construct team at any point in time. So you are playing like a half tank.
Yeah.
And obviously, despite not having the HP, you have the AC, and because you resist all types of damage, it kind of evens out for you.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's safe to assume then that means you guys are all in the impression that Morella is going to be the backliner of your team, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's not allowed to go anywhere near anybody with a pointy thing.
And the last thing I want to mention about Estelle is very flexible with your cleric spells, because you don't know what you want to pick yet. So that means there's a good chance that between matches you will be one of the players that's changing out your spells, you know?
Yes.
Do you have any spells you think you want to take for sure, that you think to yourself, that's going to be important, that's going to be a main part of my kit?
I'm gonna let Morella explain why for one of them, but I know that I'm going to probably end up taking Silence, Healing Word. I'm planning to do like half healing, half like damage sort of thing.
Okay, yeah.
Kind of leaning a little bit more heavier on the healing side of things, just because I know that'll be useful no matter what happens. Yeah.
Okay, solid. Then let's talk about your squishy spellcaster of the team, your token
Back.
Princess.
back princess. There we go. Yeah, tell us about Morella's kit, if you don't mind.
So, as we were saying earlier, she's very fleshy. She's gotten out a lot of protection. She does have a ring of protection, which adds 1 armor
Okay, yeah.
thing. So that is nice. She's got a little buff. But most of her spells and stuff, a lot of water-based. You know, we've got Tidal Wave, a lot of things to keep her back, but still really pushing forward. A lot of strong hitters that are going to be good for her to be, 40 feet away from the action, so she does not get pummeled.
Makes sense. Yeah, I get you.
For her Divine Soul, this is where it gets, cool. So hold on, I just lost where I had it. Yeah, so she's good aligned, which means she also has Cure Wounds. So we've gotten more healing, which will be very, very nice. Which is a cleric learned spell, which we get from Estelle. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
She's also favored by the gods. So what that means is basically if I fail a saving throw, I get to roll again and add a d4 to whatever my outcome was. But I can only use it once per long rest, so we'll see.
It wouldn't be a roll again. You just add 2d4 to the roll.
Yes, that's what I meant. Sorry.
It's all good. I just wanted to clarify in case there's anyone in the comments trying to comment right now. Oh, that's wrong. I don't want to deal with that. But yeah, so it's also an attack roll too. It's not just saving throw.
Yep.
When would you utilize Favored by the Gods? Like what moment do you think you'll pop that out, since it's a once per battle thing?
Definitely once, because I'm not even gonna jinx us. Once things start to look like they're on the decline for our team, it's definitely gonna be okay, let's pop this sucker out. I don't want to use it too early just in case. But also it might be a heat of the moment. I might forget that, or Morella might forget that and be like, oh, I can do this. I know I can do this one, and use it.
Okay, that makes sense. Tell us a little bit about empowered healing now.
As soon as I find where that is on my sheet, I will.
Take your time. It's all good. It's all good.
Oh, see, this is where I don't know how to use this app, and I'm like, where the hell is it?
Yeah, I don't know how to use the app either, so I cannot help you.
I'm just gonna Google it, which will be faster. Sorry.
No, take your time. It's all good. All well and fine.
You can just edit out the.
Oh yeah,
Awkward
any pauses
pauses.
will be edited out. Don't
Okay,
worry, don't
awesome.
worry.
I didn't know if I assumed this was gonna be edited, but wasn't 100%.
Yeah, I'm
sure.
gonna sit down and do a lot of editing before the
We
tournament
can-
even starts. So
We can also just edit out my entire fumble of half my spell.
I've
yeah.
been playing for 20 years and I don't know basic. Just kidding.
No, but that's
I
the
know
funny
nothing.
thing is I still don't know how to play.
Oh man, that's so crazy.
Yes. So with empowered healing, whenever me or someone in our party has rolls within 5 feet to determine the number of the hit points that a spell is going to restore, I can spend one of my sorcery points to re-roll any of those dice once. So we get to re-roll on that in case something flubs up, but it's only once per turn. And as long as I'm, alive and kicking and not knocked out on the floor.
Yeah, obviously if you're knocked out, you can assist with the healing. But that is a pretty good ability that could come in clutch. I've noticed in player versus player, 1 hit point can be all the difference in a battle. Like it really could. 1 HP could keep you up. So honestly, being able to re-roll if an ally is near you. And let's be very clear. If an ally is near you, there's a good chance something's going wrong since you're supposed to be behind everyone else. You know what I mean?
Yep.
If someone had to rush up to you or vice versa, there is something going on the battlefield that is not necessarily ideal to your team.
Definitely.
Because, obviously formations exist for a reason, and if formation's broken, which is likely to happen on every single team eventually, there just might be something going on. What about your actual spells that you've taken? What do you have that you think you're going to be utilizing a lot of on your end of things?
I definitely am going to be using tidal wave a lot. I'm imagining to kind of just full out, it's a big, up to 30 feet long, 10 feet wide. So it's gonna knock some people on their ass, which will be very nice. Also, in the same vein of water spells, I also have Watery Sphere, which will also be very nice.
You kind of went with a bit of water flavoring for a lot of your stuff.
Yeah, she's a water gal with Firebolt as well, just to
With Firebolt. Yeah.
Arden teaches her that one.
because you need Firebolt.
Firebolt's a great sorcerer spell, so.
Yes.
With the tidal wave thing in mind, you could potentially knock someone prone, which would mean that anything within 5 feet of them has advantage on the hit. So that could be pretty big in terms of synergizing with your frontliners, from the back end. What's the range of tidal wave? It is 120 feet. Yeah, oh shit. You can definitely support with that. So
Yep.
You would say tidal wave is probably your big spell then?
I would say so, yes.
What is Watery Sphere? Give me a second. A 4th level spell. Hang on a second. This is a higher level. I actually don't know what the spell does yet. Would you mind talking a bit about it while I'm also reading it over?
Of course, I'm going to be talking about what they have written here for me. So, basically, it's a good restraining spell for medium or smaller or one really large creature. So I can, if someone's coming at me and I need to, flag down a Stellar Arden, I can cast that, hold them until someone else can hopefully come up and bludgeon. But I can also hover them up against the floor up to 10 feet. Yeah. As I read.
Interesting. Yeah, no, so I'm looking at it. It looks like, because let's be clear, if a creature's restrained, right, they can't move at all. They have everything attacking them has advantage, and they have disadvantage on attacking. And they have disadvantage on dex saves.
Mhm.
So in theory, if you move the sphere, they're moved with it. So you really could grab someone who's like melee only and then push them aside, You could just leave them outside of the battle.
Yep. I also have Gust for the same kind of reason, to basically just push people away, get away from me.
Keeps people... I didn't even consider the fact that Watery Sphere can be used if anyone's coming near you. Holy shit. Yeah, this is a pretty fun kit you got going on here. I like a lot of the watering flavoring too. Cantrip wise, what do you think you're gonna be using the most? Is it Firebolt?
Yeah. I believe so.
That makes sense. And it seems like your entire team at this point has healing options of sorts. Obviously, I believe Arden has the least amount of healing options, with 1 use of 8 hit points and then 1 use of Second Wind, but still has options nonetheless.
Yeah, she's not gonna go down without a fight.
Now, let me ask this question. In a fight, if one of you were to go down, obviously if anyone goes down, it's bad news, right? But if one of you goes down, which of you would it be where the reaction would be, we're probably fucked now? Like, who would you think, if you had to pick someone that was kind of more
Not me.
powerful, like in the sense where if they go down, it's a bit, it indicates the decline of your team right now, you know? Who would it be?
I would say Estelle or Arden, either of them.
I was gonna say, is it self-centered to say me?
I mean, it's not Morella. Morella is expecting to probably get knocked on her ass.
Because, like, at least if Arden goes down, Estelle can, like, still do Spare the Dying and, like, some healing. But Arden's only got so much healing.
Yeah, I just punch things or hit him with my hammer. Yeah, so... And also, if Estelle goes down, you know Arden's gonna be pissed. So, yeah, gotta deal with a very angry Aasimar if you do that.
I imagine, are you probably going to be saving your 8 points of healing for if Estelle goes down?
Probably.
Since it is an action.
Yeah, since it's an action, it'll probably be really reserved for Estelle. Yeah, it would be a very specific situation for her to do it for Morella instead of Estelle.
Because you gotta get all the way over there.
Yeah. Plus, she's closer to Estelle than she is Morella, and yes, she has a legal obligation to Morella, but that's her wife. So
Morella would understand. She'd be like, yeah, that makes sense.
So in a burning fire, and Arden walks in and can only save one of them, we know who it is now.
I'm saving my wife, I'm sorry.
So we're really fucked if Estelle goes down twice. That's what I'm hearing.
If Estelle goes down twice, that's the red flag. Okay.
We goes down twice, we're walking home. We're thrown in the tub.
I knew that was gonna be a fun question to ask you guys. All right, let's talk about, now that we got the strategies and synergy out of the way, let's talk about the other teams in the bracket.
Yeah.
Now, I think one of you guys actually were one of the people that said you wanted to make sure that the bracket was revealed in character. Who was that? Who was that?
It was both Belle and I believe.
Oh, really? Damn. Okay. Yeah, so we've been doing that. Obviously, I've only been revealing the other teams on your side of the bracket. I have not been revealing who you're against, though.
Ooh.
Because that'll be an in-character realization. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to say a team name to you, right? That's on your quarter, right? I'll tell you if they're an NPC or a PC team, and you tell me your immediate thoughts, your service level thoughts, anything that you think they might be like, and all that stuff, right? Kind of like speculation, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I'm a very judgy person, so this is great.
That's gonna be
This is
so much
beautiful.
fun. I've had people try strategizing, and I've had people like shit talk others. So like, go right ahead, go do anything you want to do. All right, this is gonna be in alphabetical order, and I'm not going to include your team. So again, these are also gonna be your teams on your side of the banquet roleplay session.
Ooh.
So yeah, the first team is an NPC team called the Arcane Beasts.
Right, losers.
Loser.
Right out of the
okay.
gate.
Yeah, they
Okay,
sound
they're
squishy, so we just gotta hit them.
I feel like the beast is overcompensating.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So you guys are thinking spellcasters, squishy, overcompensation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe there's a druid in there or something, but
I fucking love how you said, yeah, obviously. Like, clearly, these guys can't do shit, you know?
Confidence is half the battle.
I respect that so fucking much. You have no idea.
I like the theory of the druid. There's the beast.
yeah.
Okay, so the beast is a druid. What if they're all druids? Then what?
Then
I want to play in that campaign.
yeah.
Okay. Next up is a player team called the Battle Masters.
They seem like they
Alright,
know their
okay.
shit.
They might know their
Yeah.
shit. But they're probably tank. I don't want if that adamantine dude is in that. It's not adamantine. What's that metal?
Adamantine. You're
Yeah.
close,
Oh,
yeah.
close enough. If that dude's in there, I hope it's not. But just hit him with spells. Probably will be the best way to deal with them.
Yeah, they sound like very formation based. I feel like if we break the formation, they're gonna scramble and panic.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of fighters and paladins. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm picturing.
Yeah.
So you're thinking like a lot of martial tankier builds.
Yeah.
And the fear right now is Marlig, the one with adamantine armor,
Yeah.
is on that team. I can tell you right now, he's not on that team.
Sweet.
He's on the Hurricane, which I'm only saying this because you could see it on the side tab.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've categorized all you guys by your team roles. So yeah, he's not there, fortunately. You don't have to worry about that. But yeah, you guys are speculating. I was waiting for one of you to say, "Oh, they're overcompensating. They're shit."
Oh,
as
they
well."
are.
Oh, they are. Oh,
They
okay.
might have a little bit more backup than.
Okay. Next up is an NPC team called the I almost misspoke. The Divine Defenders.
Okay, bitches, I got the divine soul, so let's watch ourselves.
They're
Oh,
stealing
okay.
our thing.
So these guys,
Yeah.
are copycats.
Yeah.
Yeah. They want to be us so bad.
Be more original. Get it together.
Are they also overcompensating for anything, or are they just
All these
unoriginal?
They can't
All of them
be-
are.
They,
Yeah.
They can't be more devoted to their god than we are. So.
Okay. Here's a fun one. NPC team called Human Forged.
Human forged.
That's
Ooh.
that's gotta be like all oh my god, I forget the
Warforged?
yeah. They all gotta be Warforged.
Where do you think the human part comes in then?
There's 1 human and 2 Warforged.
Ooh, okay.
That human created.
Yeah.
The human brought the team together.
Oh, so you're thinking the human on that team created the other 2 Warforges?
Maybe.
Yeah,
I
so
don't
it's
know.
gonna be an artificer.
Oh, that's
Warforged.
a fun theory. Okay. Now I would ask if they're overcompensating because I wouldn't know how they would be because it is a very simple, straightforward name. Are they overcompensating?
They are overcompensating because they're trying to make it seem like they have more humans than they actually do.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna ask you for the last 3 teams I'm gonna mention. I need to know how they're overcompensating. That's what I'm gonna ask. All right. Next up is an NPC team called the Mage Mercenaries.
Oh, overcompensating with the mercenary. Come on, guys. You've probably each killed one person.
Okay.
They're
What do
probably
you think?
Collectively, though.
Collectively, they killed one person. Now they're
Collectively,
big
they all
mercenaries.
work
Together.
and they don't like magic casters.
Okay.
Oh, so they're specifically hunting magic
They're either
casters?
hunting magic
That's-
casters or they're magic casters that are hunters. One of the two.
I think they're hunting they're totally hunting magic casters, and like that's the only bounties that they take.
So this is a fun hot take. So you think the Mage Mercenaries are actually mercenaries that hunt mages?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, that's a first. Every other team that I've spoken to about this, I'm pretty sure has said, "Oh, they're a team of all spellcasters."
No, the name is supposed to throw you.
No, that's
Okay.
it's the arcane beasts that's all spellcasters. That was
The
fine.
arcane beats are all spellcasters. Okay. All right. Next up is another player team, the Reconstructionists.
Oh, so they're broken already.
Yeah, easy peasy.
They're going to try and dismantle the monarchy. I don't know.
They're
All right.
undercompensating, actually.
Whoa! That's new. Can you explain how they're undercompensating?
They're trying to make it seem like they're weak and that we could we're gonna underestimate them, and then they're
Okay.
gonna pull one over on us. So you
Oh, I get
can't
it.
fool me.
So they're the opposite. They're the opposite of the Battle Masters, where the Battle Masters sound like they have their shit together,
Mhm.
and then the Reconstructionists sound like they don't have their shit together.
Yeah.
Okay, fun take. Last one is an NPC team called the Shadow Walkers.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh, they're so edgy, huh?
It's the emos.
It's just a bunch
Yeah,
of
this is the emo
rogues.
team.
They're only listening to My Chemical Romance. That's on all of their character playlists.
It's just a bunch of rogues and maybe a wild magic sorcerer. I don't know. They're just moving.
Okay.
They got a warlock in there.
Yeah, absolutely. They have a warlock.
Obviously, I can't say anything, but I like how. Question: what's your favorite My Chemical Romance song? That's a team.
No.
That's a good fucking song. Okay.
That's a great song.
God. I'm listening to this full list of team to your chat real quick so you can see all 7 of them now.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
And let me ask you a few questions real quick. On this list of 7 teams, you fucking I sent the list, right? And fucking oh my god, you just you respond with a loser.
Immediately. Well, they are. We're gonna win this.
It was important to note that they are all losers because we are
Okay.
winners.
Okay. So on this list, if you had to pick a team that you want to fight, whether you think there'll be a fun match, you want to see what their shit is about, you think you can beat them easily, or you think there'll be a fun challenge, what team do you want to fight here and why?
My gut says Divine Defenders.
That's
because
what
I'm
I was
also
gonna go
fine.
with.
Mhm.
There can only be one.
There can only be one, and that's me, bitch.
So you guys want to fight the Divine Defenders because they're taking your branding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fight to the death. There can only be one.
Oh my
We
God.
will win.
Do you
it's
all...
a battle of copyright infringement.
You guys don't go to an actual arena, you go to a fucking court. Oh man, that's an entire episode of just the court.
I'd say, honestly, I kind of want to fight the Battle Masters.
Really?
Of course.
Listen,
What's the
I'm playing a military person. She's gonna want to like try and gain some stuff for herself too. So, yeah, why not?
Okay.
I like that was all those answers were low key in character.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
You know, that's fair. I mean, hey, in-character reasons are just as good as out-of-character reasons.
Exactly. Arden's just
All
like,
right.
I don't care if you have magic or not. I'm just gonna punch you.
Let's spin it now. Pick a team that you don't want to fight, whether it be because you're afraid that you might lose, you're a bit hesitant because you don't know what their deal is, you think they might counter your team, or you just think they might just be a boring team to fight.
The Shadow Walkers. I dealt with so many people like that in 7th grade already. I don't need to deal with them.
They probably play warrior cats at recess.
They definitely do.
Oh my god. You guys really don't like the fucking Shadow Walkers.
No, we don't.
Thank god they're an NPC team and not a PC team. Their feelings would be hurt. Holy shit.
One thing this team has is a lot of anger to throw at people.
Fair enough.
We're ready to destroy people.
Okay. Do you all agree with the Shadow Walkers? All of you? Do not want to
yeah.
fight them?
Yeah, I'll agree.
Okay. Yeah, that's a fun take. Final question I got for you.
Mm-hmm.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you that you're going to win this entire thing? Keep in mind it's 5 rounds to win the entire tournament.
20%.
20? That's not even
No.
on the scale.
Yeah, no, we're breaking the scale.
Breaking the scale? Oh my god.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you're 100% beyond 100%
Yeah.
confident you're going to win this whole thing.
Absolutely.
I think we got.
Okay, what about the rest of
I
you?
think we got a good shot.
I would say Morella definitely thinks 110%. But personally, I feel like a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
Just because I never played this class. I've not played this game a lot. So there's a lot of bullshitting I'm gonna have to do to try and like up myself to be like, yeah, whatever. It doesn't even matter that these people know how to play. I know what I'm doing, you know? But I don't, which is the fun thing.
But they think I do, but I have no
Honestly,
idea.
I just want to be the fan favorite.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? So you guys...
We're going for this congeniality.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree. I mean, like, who wouldn't want to root for the married couple and their adopted child fighting in a tournament?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Their chaos child. Leash
Heartless
child.
I do think you guys have a very unique team in terms of like the build, especially the roleplay aspects of it. I think you guys would definitely strive there. So if basically what you just told me is you don't care about winning, you just want to be the fan favorite from the audience.
Yeah, like, winning would be fun.
We're here to have
but
fun.
fan favorite.
If I can get fan art, then I will consider that better than anything else I could have possibly imagined coming from this.
Bro, if anyone gets fan art in this thing, I'm gonna cry. That's fucking insane. Oh man. That'd be fucking huge if anyone makes fan art. Yeah, I don't have any more fucking questions. I'll be real with you. That pretty much brings us to the end of this episode of the interviews. Really quickly, if people want to find where, like, if they like you and they want to find where they can see more of you, where would they go?
So all my socials are Alyssa Catherine, spelled weird, so I'll spell it out for you.
Yeah.
ELISSAKATHRYN. Alyssa Catherine on everything. That's me.
Hell
Everything
yeah.
like TikTok, Instagram, Twitter.
TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Instagram, you gotta add an underscore at the end because some bitch stole my username.
Oh, what a fucking asshole. Take them to
So-
court.
I will. I'm gonna sue. They haven't been active since like 2014, and I'm like, please just give me the name.
You
I
can
hate when
actually
that
report that
happens.
account for inactivity and get it back.
Really? I didn't know that was a thing.
So smart.
Yeah.
I will be doing that.
Heck yeah. You heard it here first, folks. Alyssa Catherine bullies people into giving her what she wants.
And you two? Where would they find you?
I am the Moonwilds, all one word, on TikTok and Instagram. I think you can also find me. Oh, did I change my Twitter username? No, I think it's still the Moonwilds as well. So pretty much anywhere you can find me.
Okay. Oh yeah, my turn. Okay.
I was like, do you wanna like, you
No, I
know,
got it.
share
Yeah, I do.
share with the class?
I do. I am Bellamy cosplay on pretty much anything. On TikTok, it's Bellamy.cosplay, and on Instagram, it's Bellamy with 2 Y's _ cosplay with 2 Y's because again, someone had the other link thing.
More people to bully.
More people to bully.
More people to bully.
And then do I have a Twitter? I hate Twitter, but I do have a Twitter. I don't remember what my name is on there though. I think it's Bella of the Books. There we go. But with an X at the end. Sure. Yeah. There we go. Those are my things.
Yeah, can you spell when you say books at the end? Do you mean it's BOOKSX or BOOX?
BOOX. Yeah.
Okay.
My friend named it, so I just let her do it.
All right. Well, obviously we got the socials out of the way. Thank you so much for sitting down and doing this little interview we got going on here.
Woo!
Thank you so much for hosting this tournament. This is so
Yeah,
fun.
I'm so excited.
Very excited.
Thank you. I'm really glad you guys are enjoying this, and I wish you the best of luck in the tournament. Hopefully, you guys will come home with the gold or fan favorite. You know.
Hell
Fingers
yeah!
crossed. Let's do this.
I'm so ready to cosplay my character.
Same.
Same.